Did last night's game boil down to Trevor Lawrence outplaying Patrick Mahomes? I need your quarterback opinion right now.
Yeah, I'm going to say he did. Both quarterbacks. And we got to show T-Law some love. I'm not saying that's the sole reason.
He doesn't get love off.
When it mattered most, Trevor Lawrence stepped up, and he made the last play when he needed to. Both quarterbacks didn't play their best. I know we can agree on that. There were some mistakes early on from Trevor Lawrence. Patrick Mahomes missed some throws. He threw an uncharacteristic pick down there at the goal line. You got to protect that. You got to see that Mike linebacker, Devin Lloyd, made a hell of a play, but you got to see that guy coming across, and you can't force that throw. You got to confirm what you see. But at the end of the day, Trevor Lawrence did enough to win the game for his football team. And I'll start with this, though. They need to clean up some of the pre-snap issues. That was very frustrating as a former quarterback watching that, trying to kill the play at the last second. And they call it can, which means you're going to the second play.
Right. Yeah.
But you can't do that with 7 or 8 seconds left on the play clock. That just can't happen because you have to give time for wide receivers to change their splits. You have to give time for the offensive lineman to make their call and then echo it out to the tackles.
Yeah.
Their pre-snap operation needs to be a little bit more clean. They had some penalties that hurt them. But overall, you're going to have some games like that to where it's not clean. And it's going to be muddy, and it's going to be, tough. And you're going to have to fight hard for that win, and everything's not going to go your way. And you're going to throw a pick, in my opinion, which was 100% a pass interference, but they got away with it, and they gave one back, and then the Chiefs go down and score right after. Yep. Those things are going to happen that are out of your control. What you focus on is control what you can control, and that's what he did on that final drive. That was one of the most exciting final drives I think I've ever watched in recent memory. I mean, it had everything that you needed. But I will say that throw that he made to Brian Thomas Jr.
Third and 7.
That is next level.
It was.
The reason that it is.
It was a great throw. It was a bad play by the DB, which the throw, I'm not discounting the throw at all.
You and Akeem, bro, you guys always discredit my quarterbacks, man.
I'm saying,
in the bucket.
No, it was right in the bucket. But
okay, well, let me explain what happened.
Lost it.
Let me explain what happened. What happened is that the Chiefs were showing a 2-man look, right? Pre-snap, it looked like it was 2-man. At the snap, that free safety came down and became that hole defender. The strong safety worked back to play the middle of the field and cover 1. The Jaguars had a railroad concept on, which means that you have 2 crossers underneath and you have a sit over the ball, telling me that I'm alerting that to man or to zone. That sit is for zone. If it's man-to-man, though, I have an alert outside to my star receiver that we put out there on a go route. Trevor Lawrence, at the snap, confirmed that it was now cover 1 with the free safety playing the whole defender. And yes, the strong safety was on that hash. He was close to the go route.
He almost got there.
But he was working away, Skip, and that's why he threw it, because he understood. You can see him find the safety and locate him at the snap, and he understood that his hips turned, and he was going back to the middle of the field. Even if he is on the hash, I can get that there. Wasn't quite a 3 ball. It was a 2 ball, a little less air, and I threw it right over the outside shoulder, which was an absolute dot. Then he comes back and throws a dime to Brown on the out route to the left side. After that, though, I started going into panic mode a little bit for the Jaguars because they get a delay of game.
False start.
And now, they get a delay of game again, trying to change the play. They're doing the same pre-snap operation. Hey, Can. He was doing a thing where he said, we're good. That was his, here we go, or hurry. We're good, said Hut. And the operation wasn't clean. So after that, they put themselves in a 3rd and 13, or 3rd and long, or whatever it was, situation.
13,
and then he throws a ball to Brian Thomas Jr. They get the pass interference, and then they get 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. That touchdown, though, by Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, come on, man.
Is the most wild thing.
I could have done it.
Game-winning touchdown. Here we go.
Come on, man.
So he falls.
You watching quarterback stuff? I was watching the D-line. I'm telling you, as a defensive lineman, and I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm
I'm good. I mean, just the fact that he found a way to come back after it felt like when the Chiefs go down and score, the game might have been over. A drive like that changes your season. It changes your culture. It sets a foundation. It puts a belief in Trevor Lawrence to now I know that he can go out there against the Chiefs, against the big dogs, and I can go out there and I can win this game. And we believe in 16 that he can go get it done. That was a huge moment for him. As crazy as that drive was, as a fluke as a touchdown that was, he fell over, got up, went and scored. That drive right there single-handedly, in my opinion, changed the Liam Cohen era, and it's going to set a standard and a foundation going forward for the Jaguars.
Yeah, he played great, but you didn't answer the question. Did last night's game boil down to the he outplayed Patrick Mahomes?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
He outplayed him.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, you said that he made the plays necessary we need to make them. Did Patrick Mahomes not do the same? They got listen. Listen.
You want me to answer? Or you want?
Listen.
All right, go ahead.
When they started that last drive, that they had the long drive. On a 13-yard line. They drove all the way down the field and got points. Okay. They end up scoring. When they got the ball back, what happened? Kickoff, penalty.
Yeah.
It was already on the past the 30. Penalty. Then what happens the next play? Throws the pass, right? He throws the pass, gets knocked down. What happened the very next play? Did he throw the ball correctly to Hollywood Brown?
Yeah, Brown.
If Hollywood Brown catches that, he's running for another 20 yards, field goal range.
I think that safety could have made a play, but
nah, no way.
But you're living in a woulda, coulda, shoulda world right now.
Okay, you said Trevor Lawrence got it done. Did he outplay Patrick Mahomes?
Yes.
No, he did not.
Yes.
No, he did not. You know how I know? Okay, Trevor Lawrence reached the ball across the end zone, got knocked out. Did that lead to points? Because we could talk about the pick six all day. Did that lead to points? Yes, it did.
I said both guys had adversity. They had to overcome it.
Which one?
It wasn't a pretty game.
He threw the pick six, and it was a pick six, right? Mm-hmm. Trevor Lawrence threw a pick. They scored on that.
What happened? No, what happened on that, though?
I thought that was
I don't care whether we agree or not. What happened? What happened?
So you don't think that was a pass?
I don't care about that. We're talking about what actually happened.
That's context of the game, though.
What happened?
I feel like you're adding more to my point to the fact that he threw an interception in that moment and still overcame that and had a game-winning drive.
That doesn't mean he outplayed him. That means they had penalties, untimely penalties, in the defense, which I was watching the D-line. Trevor Lawrence kept escaping. Okay, he kept escaping.
You can't say
he outplayed him because he did what was necessary. He didn't outplay him. He had more yards. He wasn't more accurate. He didn't have more rush yards. Oh, wait a minute. You said he outplayed him. What's the QBRs?
Oh.
What's the QBRs?
Yeah. QBR loves Patrick Mahomes.
Who had a higher? No, I don't hear that. I don't hear that.
It's always ridiculous.
You love QBR.
I don't need some rating system to tell me who played well.
No, he agreed with you. So I'm saying, who had a higher QBR?
78-54 in favor of Patrick Mahomes.
All right. So you can't say he outplayed him. They said did he boil down to him outplaying him?
QBR takes into fact penalties. They take into fact how tough the defense is.
Who had more penalties?
They take into situations. Not on Patrick Mahomes, though. That doesn't take into effect the kickoff return. It takes into effect.
Him? Did it boil down to him outplaying him? No,
I am giving Trevor Lawrence this game. Trevor Lawrence outplayed. He went toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes.
Going toe-to-toe don't mean you outplayed him. You're not going to sit here and see Patrick Mahomes. Okay, Patrick Mahomes had a how long drive? A 90-yard drive? A 99-yard drive? Right? When they fumbled, they had the ball on the one. They scored. That's a 99-yard drive.
Okay.
They got the ball to go score to win the game on the 13. They drove all the way down and scored on the final drive. He threw the pass necessary that Hollywood Brown didn't get his head around. If he catches that, they're in field goal range, and we having a completely different story. So you can't ignore he outplayed him.
You can't ignore the pick six, though. You're going right over that.
Okay.
That was
Trevor Lawrence turned the ball over twice and led to points. 1 touchdown versus 2.
Man, that second one, though.
Cody is arguing that the PI.
Context matters, though. That is a missed call.
I love the context, but they didn't call it.
They didn't.
They didn't call the play.
I don't think that's on Trevor.
In the game, it doesn't matter. When we're talking right here, it absolutely matters. That is a factor in that game.
They didn't call it. They didn't call it.
Okay, Mr. Defensive Lineman.
Break the tie, Skip.
How much pressure was on Patrick Mahomes last night, all freaking night long? How much pressure was generated by the Jags pass rush on Patrick Mahomes? Big zero.
0 sacks.
Big zeros. I was out of my mind. Blitz him. They blitzed him twice in the first quarter, and it actually worked for Mahomes.
That's Patrick Mahomes' fault.
Okay, he's standing and he's looking. I'm saying, somebody put a little pressure on him. The throw of the night, if not the year, was the down the chimney throw on 3rd and 7 from Trevor Lawrence.
I agree.
Okay, and there is a rusher in his face.
Yep.
He had to throw it completely fall away off his back foot, where it's almost a blind throw. I'm not sure he could see clearly where it was going. He estimated where he thought he was. And I get all the concept, but it ends up looking like double coverage to me because both of them have a chance. And maybe the underneath DB does not find the football, but Patrick got away with an early throw to Thornton. Okay, where Patrick did for once have a rusher is on one of their blitzes, and he just throws it up for grabs, and Thornton comes all the way back 10 yards to catch it.
The cover zero with the droppers.
It was cover zero. There's and I'm like, just turn. How many DBs on way underthrown balls, they just can't find the football? I'm saying just turn your head and find it because it's interceptable, right?
Yeah.
Okay? So to me, Trevor Lawrence showed me things with his legs I haven't seen as a pro football player. I saw it at Clemson, but they don't utilize his legs until last night. He just saying, I'm going to take this game into my hands. I'm going to do it my way. Yep. And he rushed 10 times for 54 yards. And then on the pivotal score of the game, he clearly falls down twice. We need to discuss Chris Jones because he just quits on the play because he thinks he's not involved. There are actually two other defensive linemen maybe it was Bolton, a linebacker coming, but because Trevor Lawrence falls twice, I think they hesitate because they think he's down.
They thought he was down,
like in your human instinct is, everybody protects the quarterback, so is he down? Is he down? Nobody's touched him yet.
You don't have to wonder.
You pull up a little bit.
Joe Cullen,
I
talked to this morning. They did think he was down.
Okay.
They thought he was down. That's why you seen everybody
they
like
they
thought. No, I'm just saying you can continue. I don't agree with stopping. I'm just saying so you don't have to wonder.
It's a little
they did think he was down.
Okay. You could just see a little hesitation.
Can't stop them.
Trevor Lawrence is a stud athlete, man.
Yeah.
What is he? 6'6", 250-ish?
Yeah, he's big.
He's about 30. Yeah, but
he's big.
He's big.
Maybe he's 235 or something like that.
Skinnier.
But he can move.
215.
If he okay, all right.
215? No, he's not 215. He's probably about
definitely 215.
220,
You see him in person?
Google says 215.
Okay.
Hey,
that's when he
believe
came out of
everything
Clemson.
on the internet.
After he had his birthday last night, and he was eating a lot of cake on ESPN. Right. By the end of the night, he was 250, right? But the point was, Iminahu is lined up at the right end, and he loops, and weirdly, he gets blocked for a second, then it looks like he's going to get free, and the left guard has nobody to block, and comes over and just blindsides and pancakes.
That's what I'm saying, the defensive lineman.
I know, but he gets knocked on his ass, man.
Yeah, he did.
And all of a sudden, there's a highway over here, and Trevor Lawrence gets up, and he's looking.
He broke a tackle, too. He did break a tackle.
Somebody came from behind and tried to hold.
We're counting that.
But it's like, he's a big boy, man.
Yeah.
You know, and once he gets rolling, it's hard to stop him. The other touchdown run, it took my breath away. I didn't know that he could do that. You know, like
I love
escape.
what he did. I would be wrong to say that Trevor didn't do what was necessary because he balled. Like that last drive, that was. Man. It don't get no better than that.
And we've seen. My point is, we've seen Patrick Mahomes do that a million times. Mm-hmm. Trevor Lawrence hasn't done that consistently. That was a big thing for him.
No, that was what he did was phenomenal.
Yes.
But she said that it boiled down to him outplaying Patrick Mahomes. I don't feel like he outplayed him. What I feel like happened is they had too many penalties. They were very untimely.
They did have a lot.
And I love my coach and the D-line, but a lot of that was on the D-line. You know about rush lanes. Yep. When you have a quarterback that can run, we have rules as pass rushers. You cannot just rush freely. And if you go back, there was a clip of the camera flashing to Chris Jones holding up the Surface or whatever, Microsoft Surface I think they use, and he's pointing to the D-line. There's way too many times where they were out of their rush lanes. That final play, Charles Omenihu is the right end. On the goal line, you have speed to power is where it's basically a bull rush where you have to collapse the pocket, but you have to keep him in the pocket. He made an inside move into the B gap. You can't do that because that's why the guard was able to hit him.
He just nailed it, man.
He wouldn't have been able to do that if he stayed outside. Yeah. So when that happens, now he's on the ground. Now he has an escape. Chris thought the play was over, but I don't care what you were thinking. That looks horrible. That looks terrible on film. Who cares what you were thinking? Once you seen him get up, take off running.
Okay.
You can't just
Can you defend Chris Jones on just standing and watching?
No, I'm not defending him. I'm saying it looks that's
what
terrible.
He's saying. Yeah,
I'm saying once you see him get up, you get back.
Yeah.
And you didn't hear a whistle. If you don't hear a whistle,
because
you're playing.
You might have thought he was down.
Yeah.
No whistle. Yeah. Once he get up and kick, this is what they tell us in the building, and you know this. Finish the play.
Yeah.
And let them figure it out afterwards.
Absolutely.
So you go hit him, go figure it out, and then it was like, I didn't hear the whistle. Oh, well, shoot, I wasn't gonna give him a chance. That can't happen because look at the momentum it gives you, and then the untimed, like Charles Omenihu went inside, he got hit, got knocked over. It's not a good look.
That right there too, because I've had that happen to me too many times. getting stepped on and falling in a game is by far the worst feeling as a quarterback. It really is. It doesn't hurt, but you fall down, and now it feels like the play's over. So to Chris Jones, not defending him, but normally when that happens, especially in practice, we blow the whistle. Hey, play's over.
But you're the highest paid defensive.
You are.
No, I'm not defending him, but I'm saying normally when that happens, you're taught as a quarterback, protect the ball, stay down, especially when it's first down. Stay down, protect the ball, let him come touch you. Or because when you get up, I've seen guys try to get up.
No timeouts. The clock is ticking.
Yeah.
And to your point, the pick six, they asked Patrick Mahomes about it, and he said the week prior they ran the same thing versus Cincinnati, but they actually blitzed. When they showed the same look, he actually checked out of what they were in because he thought he had the receiver. That was just that was a Picasso by the backer. He timed it up perfect, and he dropped out at the perfect time. He just caught Patrick Mahomes off guard, man.
He's done that to a lot of people.
Yeah. He's playing
some great football.
The other thing, too, with all this, let's not forget, the Jaguars spotted the Chiefs 14 points to start this game, too. They were down 14-0 and still came back. So, no, when we look at the numbers and the stats and all of that, on paper, did Trevor Lawrence outplay Patrick Mahomes? QBR, all that? No. But what it meant to that organization in that moment, we've seen Mahomes do that a million times. For Trevor Lawrence to go out and perform like he did in that game, yes, I am confident in saying he outplayed Patrick Mahomes on a Monday night stage with everybody watching to set the culture and the foundation for Liam Cohen and that team going forward. I think he did outplay him.
So who threw the worst interception of the night? Patrick or Trevor?
Oh,
Patrick.
It's by far, right?
Yeah, for sure. You can't, like that throw, and then they got to get him on the ground. They had like 3 chances. You got to get him on just get him on the ground.
Okay, but on Trevor's interception, he's doing this. First, I thought he was showing up the receiver until I see the replay, and Parker Washington just gets knocked down.
Yeah.
It's like blatant pass interference, and it should not have been an interception to start with.
It happens.
It was incidental. Like you didn't do it on purpose, but it's still foul.
You just have to
within
throw
the rules.
flag, man.
100% that is a pass interference. You got to call that every time.
Oh, come on.
So.
Well, I love the life in the Jags organization right now. I'm excited for them, obviously, for one. Let's talk about